This one's been a little impromptu, I guess, although I've actually had this since yesterday it came in. And I wanted to film unboxing that, but I decided it'd probably be more fun to do it live. So we're going to do it live. Let me get my chat here. I'm doing this on my phone today because my webcam's sitting next door. Long story on that. So, hey Sean, how you doing? Retro Techie, Dark Destroyer, welcome guys. So let's do some backstory here. Imagine a Greg that's 6 years old, Christmas Day, and it's Christmas of 1997. And he gets one of the most powerful computers on the market from Santa Claus. Same computer, basically. Now, this was my main computer from, well, not this particular one. We'll get into what happened to that one. This was my main computer from 1997, well, technically 1998 because I got it for Christmas in 97. From 98 through late 99, and then I used this as a secondary computer and then kind of moved it because I wanted a computer at the house I was living in at the time. This was sitting at my parents' house, so I took it with me to that house in probably late 2001. And in 2002, my father bought me a Pentium 4 HP Flabilion. And I didn't see any use for this anymore, so I was a stupid kid. It's 2002. I trashed it, and ever since then I've regretted it because that was the computer that really got me into computers. Now I'd used computers before this, like my dad's. Hey Greg, how you doing? Good to see you, GT. Anyway, yeah. Hey Greg. Lots of Gregs today, aren't there? But anyway, yeah, I trashed it. I just tossed it in the trash. Yeah, exactly. Well, I didn't realize just how stupid this thing was going to be in the future to find. Anyway, so this was the computer. Let's get back to where I was. I had used computers before. First real computer I used that wasn't the Macintosh Plus, that was the first computer I ever used. My dad's Macintosh Plus. First real computers I used were my dad's 486 Pound X, which is sitting downstairs still. And we, at this house anyway, the Pound X, and then about a year before we got this, we got an AST Advantage desktop, which had like probably a Pentium 130 or something in it. It was back in the day, GT. But anyway, it had like a Pentium 130 or something in it. Back then I didn't know computer specs or anything. In fact, this thing, the only thing I knew about it was what the CPU was. I didn't know the speed, I didn't know how much RAM was in it. And these things came, well, we'll get to it. But anyway, so those were my parents' computers, both my dad's computers. The AST computer was both my mom and dad's computer. And then I got this. And this was the one the fastest on the market. My mother probably got it off of QVC back in the day. Close, Sean, but Pentium 2 was 98. This was Christmas of 97. So yeah, that might give you more idea. But what we have here, yes, Greg, you're probably dead on. I'm not exactly sure if it was a 233. This is a 200. Pentium MMX 200 right here. Good guesses, guys. And it was a lot faster than that AST Advantage my parents had. It was a great gaming computer. I played a lot of games on here with a 2D accelerator card. Software rendering at its finest. And I didn't know anything about 3D cards or things like that because I was 6 years old, you know. So yeah, we did a lot of software rendering, and man, is my arm getting tired. Sorry. Ooh, can't feel my hand. I wish I had my webcam and a tripod. But anyway, but yeah, this thing, it got me into computers. My dad, you know, was a big computer guy, and it got me into computers. But it was the first computer I ever caught on fire. It's also the first computer I ever tore down. It had a lot of sentimental value to me. I just didn't realize it at the time. And how did I set this thing on fire? It was pretty easy. As a kid, thought I saw the power selector on the back of the power supply. I saw, you know, 120 and 230 or whatever the voltages are. I thought 230 would probably make it go faster. I flipped it over. Pow! Yeah. So it caught on fire. I blew up the power supply. This was the first computer I ever fixed. I bought a new AT power supply because these have AT power supplies in them. And that was in 2002. AT was going the way of the Dodo. I bought the very last, ma'am, I'm sorry for how shaky this probably is, but I bought the very last, let's just hold you like this. That's better. I bought the very last AT power supply the computer store, my local computer store had to rebuild it. I fixed it. Yeah, exactly. It was my first casualty. I rebuilt it. I fixed it. I started experimenting with upgrading it, not knowing what I was doing. I never could get it to work right. And I finally gave up, and that's why I trashed it. It wasn't just because I got a Pentium 4 desktop, but yeah. So this was my first computer. I've looked over on eBay for almost 6 years now looking for it. I did game on it a lot, Blake. But I've been looking almost 6 years for one. They always have the shorter tire version of it, which had 3 drive bays in it. Mine had 4. And they're all always so beat up when they're on eBay. This is a Pionex system. Pionex went bankrupt in, I think, early 2001. And they just all disappeared because they were built okay. They weren't super cheap systems, quality-wise, but they were sold on QVC, and QVC had a problem with selling a lot of cheap. Exactly, Jay. There's a lot wrong with me. You know that. But anyway, they were probably, QVC liked selling a lot of cheap crap, including a lot of HP systems that were cheap crap. But anyway, Pionex. It was a brand not many people knew about. And like I said, it was sold on QVC a lot. Their distribution was kind of weird. It's a weird company. And there's a lot of things about this system that was just weird in '97. Like it uses a 5-DIN AT-style keyboard in it, which, oops, I had to buy an adapter for because I don't have that keyboard anymore. So I had to convert it to a PS2 keyboard. I have the adapter sitting over there. This thing's still sealed. We're going to unbox it because, well, we did the backstory and I've been talking way too long, and my phone's going to eventually die. So let's get to it. I'm going to flip you guys around here, and we're going to get on with the getting everything going and unboxing this thing. So let's get to it. Oh. And here's the unboxing knife. So, like I said, this hasn't been opened. I don't know what's in it. I don't know if it survived. I hope it did. But yeah, on eBay, you can't find these things. They were all basically worn out and then trashed. No one thought they would be worth anything in the future, and they really aren't still. And I way overpaid for it for the hardware that's in it. But it was my first computer, and it's got packing peanuts in it. Great. This is going to be a mess. So let's see what we have in here. We have a power cord. Neat. Like, that's just what I need, another power cord. This might be the original power cord, though. Let's see here. Micron 200M. It comes with recovery discs. They're all homemade. But yeah. Now this thing's been upgraded. It has USB in it, which mine never had USB in it. And it also has a Voodoo card in it, which mine never had a Voodoo card. Like I said, I played with software rendering. I played Quake on it, Monster Truck Madness, a lot of childhood games that I now play on Mac. And I have no way to get this out without just dumping this everywhere. Oh boy. Oh, screw it. Let's just dump it everywhere. Yeah, as I knock the box over. All right. I don't know how to film this without knocking you guys over. Let's try this. This is not working though. Now I'm getting mad. I can't get you guys to stand up. That might hold. Let's get out of the box. And there's more. Great. That's wonderful. Okay. So many peanuts, you're not kidding. Well, it's well packed. It's currently sitting on the face of the computer. It's probably not good for the plastic. Let's stand up. Every time I found one of these on eBay, like I said, it was the slightly shorter version. A lot of them had Windows 98 stickers on them. They had the AMD Socket 7 CPU upgrades in them, or I forget the other brand that used to make Socket 7 CPUs. But mine was a Pentium MMX, so I needed to find a Pentium MMX. And now I have no clue where I put my knife. It's in my pocket, okay. So, let's carefully cut this thing open. It is the best accurate pun I ever heard. Exactly, Sad Mac. It's taken me so long. I haven't seen one of these in person since 2002. And you can start to sort of see it. It's wrapped very well. Sorry for your ears. I'm flinging peanuts everywhere. Hi, Jeff. How you doing? If I haven't said hi to everyone, if I've missed you, I'm sorry. So, and I think I just cut the inside of my thumb. Oh well. Here's the back of it. But the money shot's the front of it, which is still very sealed. Oh, so clean. Oh my God. That's my first PC, guys, and it looks brand new. You don't know how long this has been to find one of these. Let's try to rock out the wrapping here. There's my first PC, guys. Now, I'll be doing a video on this, showing you about it eventually. We'll go back through the backstory again in that video. But I wanted to unbox this. I wanted to look inside it, which I'm pretty sure I need some Phillips screwdriver to do that. But yeah, we got the power supply, the keyboard 5-DIN AT style keyboard, serial, printer parallel, PS2 mouse, the upgraded Voodoo card, USB card, and a sound card. And this thing originally also came with a modem, and you can even see it. These stickers here showed you where everything was. The slots have been jumbled all around. So, I'm glad, Dark Destroyer. And wow, that's very early in the morning for you to just be hanging out with me. But yeah, Pionex, examined if seal broken. So basically that translates into it wouldn't void your warranty, but Pionex really didn't want you in it. There was a lot of slots in this for upgrading, for sure. Now I'm going to quickly grab a screwdriver. I'll be right back, guys. Is that Voodoo 3? I don't think it is. Like I said, it's been upgraded, but I think it's like a Voodoo 2 or an original Voodoo. I don't remember the specs. I'll be right back, guys. And one of the things I always wanted to do with this system, because this has the instruction sets for it, even though it'd be extremely painfully slow. My original system probably had 32 megs of RAM in it. This has 64 megs. I don't know what the max was that you can go up on this. But, yeah. This is, I just can't believe I found one, honestly. But what I wanted to do with this when I was a few years older and realized I made a big mistake getting rid of this thing is I wanted to run Windows XP on one of these. Pentium 1 MMX with Windows XP, it would be painful. But now that I'm older and I have my first computer, well, first PC back, exactly, Dark Destroyer, I'm not blowing another AT power supply. But, yeah, I want to run XP on it and just see how bad it is. But I also want to keep Windows 95 on it. I may upgrade the hard drive in it. Originally, these things, I think mine came with a 2 gig hard drive, which I filled up with games pretty quick. So, it was funny because the computer my dad bought me to replace this was a Dell Dimension XPS, Pentium 3, 930 megahertz. And it had an 80 gig hard drive in it, and Dad said, there's so much storage on this drive, you will never fill it up. Because 80 gigs was a lot of storage in 2000. But, of course, I did eventually fill that one up, too. My uncle still has that computer. I gave it to him years ago. Anyway, slide that back. Ow, that hurt. That's really stuck on there. There we go. Inside of my first computer, is this the original hard drive? It's a Maxter 8 gig. This has been upgraded. Made 03/17/99. It's not the original hard drive. A lot more storage though. I might still put a bigger hard drive in here. Might go flash, we will see. But yeah, they had a custom mount to put the drive in. It's got a high pro power supply in it, which I think's the original power supply. High pros, I'm pretty sure were known for having problems, but I'm not really sure on that. Yeah, 8 gigs. It's 4 times the storage of what mine came with. It's got I don't think there was a fan there originally, so they added a fan to it. There's the PC speaker. There's the sound card. I think that's the original issued sound card there. It's got 2 more ISA slots on the bottom, so there's 3 ISA slots and 4 PCI slots. One of them has the Voodoo in it. There's the CPU. It's Intense 3D, yeah. I don't know which Voodoo it is. It says Voodoo. It just says Voodoo. It might be a Voodoo 1. I don't know much about Voodoos. Let's try to pull it out. That is a neat Voodoo. 3DFX. I don't know how to tell which Voodoo it is. 1997 ProMotion. Yeah. It doesn't have any expansion cards on the top of it. I can't remember what he said this was on the listing. Intergraph Computer Systems. Yeah, thanks, Sean. I will see you again soon. Thanks for joining. But yeah, it's got RCA jack on it and S-video. Does that say stereo? It does say stereo. That's strange. I don't know what that's for. Maybe that's a MIDI. I don't know what that port is. Okay, well, then this might be a Voodoo 3, Greg. I'm not sure. There's no 2D card in it, so yeah, it's got to be something like that. That might be a MIDI port. It doesn't look like a MIDI port, but it says stereo on it. Yeah, Greg, but I'd say this thing was upgraded through the years because it's got a bigger hard drive. So it's probably not a Banshee. And since there's no 2D card in here, yeah. But it's got S-Video, RCA, VGA, and whatever the stereo port is. It's a neat little card. Intense 3D Voodoo. That's cool. But yeah, I'm so over the moon. This thing's in even better shape than I thought it would be in. And I'm just so happy. It's even got the original CD drive in it. Mine, I think, was a little different, but this one's pretty neat. It's even got a fold-down door. Mine was a tray, a regular tray. That one's got a fold-down door, but I think that's the original drive. But really, that's the only difference between the that and this being slightly upgraded. That's the only difference from the front that I can tell. Intergraph, Intense 3D Voodoo, 6 megabyte. I think it is a 6 megabyte. I think that's what it said on the listing. So yeah, that would be it. But anyway, here's the AT power supply button. It's mechanical, of course, built straight into the power supply. The floppy drive, the dummy button, which I always thought was funny, that they just put a dummy button there. The reset button, which has the font that kind of looks like it's from Radio Shack. It looks like the Radio Shack R on it. There's the drive activity LED power, the Pionex logo, and then the Pinium sticker, and designed for Microsoft Windows 95. This thing is in such good shape. It was totally worth the way overpriced price I paid for it, because this looks like the computer I got from Santa Claus in 1997. This is bringing back a lot of memories. This is amazing. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to open this up with you guys, take a good look at it. I'm in awe right now. This is just, I can't believe I found another one. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining tonight. Yeah, it is super cool, and I want to do videos on it. I need to, I've got a nice CRT monitor next door that I can plug into this for that retro feel. I've got a PS2 keyboard around here somewhere to plug into that AT style adapter plug thing. And I've also got a PS2 mouse laying around here. I wish I still had the original keyboard and stuff. That would be so cool, but it's just nice to have the tower. So I'm so happy. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining. Don't forget I have a Patreon if you'd like to support me and see my videos early. Not, of course, the live streams, but videos I produce and whatnot. I've got a Patreon. I'll have a link in the description. Maybe at the end of this video if I ever remember to put it in. I keep forgetting to. There's a lot of things. Real quick here. IBM PC keyboard. It uses an AT style 5-pin DIN connector with a PS2 mouse. It is a really weird. This was probably one of the very last computer companies in the world that still used the 5-DIN AT style keyboard. Really weird, but yeah. So, yeah, this it's in great shape. I've got a big mess to clean up. Don't forget my Patreon. Hi, Classy Mac. I'm just leaving. Thank you for joining, though. Go back and watch the live stream. It was great. I'm so happy. It's unbelievable. I can't believe I found this. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Let me get this ready here. Yeah, hi, bye. I'll see ya. And yeah, I'll definitely enjoy it. I'm going to experiment with it some. Thank you guys for watching. And yeah, this has been a Rutkin Mods video. I'll see you guys later. Bye.